Our people have been planted here on Turtle Island that we call North America. We have spoken our language, we have our own laws, we have our own ways, life ways, we have our own worldview, we have our own spirituality, brought into reservation systems that were actually prisoner of war camps. When I was 5 years old, my father had died, and I was thrown into a residential school where my braids were cut, my traditional clothes were taken away. Anything that who I was as an Anishinaabe, a traditional person, was taken away, hoping to kill the Indian in the child and do away with our people.
Les Canadiens aiment donner l'image d'eux-mêmes d'un pays accueillant, bienveillant, de gauche, avec des politiques sociales. Un pays meilleur que les États-Unis, par exemple, qui sont le public voisin. Mais dans les faits, on découvre de plus en plus que dans le traitement des Autochtones, le Canada a fait la même chose que les Américains. Ils ont pris les populations autochtones, ils les ont dépossédées de leurs terres, ils les ont mis dans des endroits qu'on appelle des réserves, qui viennent de Reserved Land. On a pris les enfants, on les a envoyés dans des pensionnats pour tenter de les assimiler. Ça ne s'est pas fait partout à la même époque. Ça s'est fait à chaque fois qu'on a eu besoin du terrain.
This building is Kamloops Indian Residential School. I went 2 years here in 1966 to 68. So it wasn't very long. But the memories are still here, and the atrocities that happened to me are still here. I'm taking care of it. But this place changed my life. The first time I was in class and the priest came over and called me, Harvey McLeod, come with me. And I thought I did something wrong. I was going to get a strap again, but it wasn't a strap. I was abused that morning. And then the second time it happened again, the same thing. So the third time he came in to call me out, I knew exactly what was going to happen. And there were 17 times I was sexually abused in that school.
This is me in Sandy Bay Residential School, and this is Sister Therese. She was the nun that was so abusive to us, and she was the one that strapped my sister and that was beaten so bad that she was black and blue.
The nuns came and got me. They took me to the priest room. No, it's okay. I'm okay. And it's really hard to tell that when they put me in that room, he covered my face with my dress and I blacked out.
Le prêtre venait avec la police. Et si les parents refusaient de laisser les enfants partir, les policiers étaient là pour les emporter de force. Mais ce qui convainquait beaucoup de parents, c'est que les prêtres leur disaient « On va s'occuper de vos enfants, on va les éduquer, on va les amener, on va leur donner un avenir meilleur. » Même si les gens n'y croyaient pas, le fait que ça vienne des représentants de l'Église, bien pour eux, ça faisait en sorte que beaucoup n'osaient pas s'opposer à ça.
Per la deplorevole condotta di quei membri della Chiesa Cattolica chiedo perdono a Dio e vorrei dirvi di tutto cuore sono molto addolorato e mi unisco ai fratelli vescovi canadesi nel chiedervi scusa.
Non possiamo scrivere di nuovo il passato. Il sistema delle scuole residenze era fatto dal governamento. Non dobbiamo dimenticare questo. La colpa è anche sulla Chiesa, ma non soltanto sulla Chiesa e non soltanto sulla Chiesa cattolica.
Aujourd'hui, les pensionnats sont fermés. Il n'y a plus de pensionnaires. Mais les anciens pensionnaires ont eu des enfants. Ils n'ont pas été des parents parfaits, souvent à cause des blessures qu'eux-mêmes ont subies en allant au pensionnat. Ils ont des enfants qui ne grandissent pas dans un milieu qui est toujours parfait non plus. Donc, ces enfants-là, souvent, ont des problèmes. C'est ce qu'on appelle, nous, les blessures intergénérationnelles.
There's a lack of resources for the people living in Winnipeg, so it's very tough. I would say we have probably 60 to 80% Indigenous folks coming to the door. Within this community, the North End is very heavily populated with Indigenous people, and we want to be there for them.
I grew up on the reserve up until I was about 13 years old. There was about 13 of us that lived in a small two-story house. We used to have to bring water in from the well about, I think, 200 feet away from our house. There's no jobs. You know, I remember applying for jobs when I was younger and I couldn't get jobs. It wasn't because I wasn't able to do the job. It was because the stigma that our people have, that we're drunks, and it's just discrimination was the biggest thing.
In my late 30s, I was desperate. I wanted to have a baby, and I went to see a gynecologist to pursue in vitro. He was astonished. He said, and I quote, he said, "In my medical profession, I have never seen damage as I have. You were butchered." Find out that he not only removed my baby, he removed half of my left fallopian tube and my left ovary. All of this was without my consent. I was 14 years old. I was a little more than 7 months pregnant. And until today, I don't know what happened to my baby. Who has the right to determine or to say to any woman, "I'm going to decide whether or not you can have children"? And whether or not you agree to that, I'm going to ensure that it happens.